Hello and welcome to Tome of Uselessness. I'm Devon. Dan's not here. He's at TI, which is the International, which is a Dota tournament, which he is not competing in. He's spectating.
Still fun.
Yeah. So I wrangled my husband.
Hi. I'm currently at TMI where I talk about this growth that's been on my back and
His name is Tony, and he is from the podcast Good Morning Toy World, which you should probably check out at some point.
This is source for semi-premium adult-related toy content.
But we will not be talking about toys.
I will.
We will not be talking
You know what? I'm going to shelf that for later because that actually could go into this conversation, but you should do your thing.
Oh my god, are you going to talk about sex toys on my podcast?
No, I'm going to say why aren't there any drag queen dolls?
Oh, well, you just spoiled it.
See? You set me up for failure.
The title of the episode probably would spoil it too.
Maybe.
Yeah. Anyway, today we're going to talk about RuPaul's Drag Race.
Start your engines. Dragula.
Dan doesn't want to talk about it. I can't
Dan?
watch it.
Come on, man. Watch at least, like, a little bit.
Nah, he's just not into it.
That's fair.
That's fine. I don't care about Dota.
There you go. You should release a simulcast where he talks about Dota and you talk about RuPaul, and then you see through the downloads who likes which host more.
Oh.
Vote in the comments below.
Thanks, Tony.
Slam a 1 in the comments for Devon. Slam a 2 in the comments for Dan.
That's right. Anyways, stop getting sidetracked.
All I do. I'm sorry again, Dan.
And let's talk about Drag Race.
Yeah.
So, I guess I'm going to start with the basic premise of the show.
Okay.
For those who are listening who are not familiar with the show, but still want to hear my opinion on it for whatever reason. So, basically, it's a reality show. RuPaul is the host, and there are 13 drag queens who compete to be America's next drag superstar.
Oh, there we go. The queen of the drags.
Yes. Each week, they do a maxi challenge and a runway. The maxi challenge determines who's in the top 3 and who's in the bottom 3. And then the runway usually, if somebody's like on the cusp, that's what pushes it over.
Okay.
And then out of the top 3, a winner is chosen, and they usually get a prize that's related to one of their sponsors, so like a Casper mattress.
Those are... I'm sorry. That's cool.
Or, a subscription to Audible or whatever.
So, drag queen sponsors are basically podcast sponsors?
Yeah. It's
nice.
That's all the same sponsors. They get a blue apron. And then the bottom 2 have to lip sync for their life.
Okay, yeah.
The winner of the lip sync gets to stay, and the loser has to sashay away.
That means leave.
Yeah.
Usually very gracefully and with their
Miss
dignity.
Then when they get down to like the top 4, they usually do the ball, which is that's the top 5. When it's a top 5, they usually do a ball where they have to make up several looks, like 3 different looks.
Oh, okay.
And one of them, they usually have to construct the entire look in the workroom.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen most of those because I thought that was like a commonplace thing. It's like, oh, they gotta make their own dresses and shit out of like construction paper and glitter and Crayola crayons.
I think you're thinking of like the season 8 one with Kimchi and Bob the Drag Queen and Naomi Smalls.
Solid, maybe.
When they did the book ball and they had to make their gowns out of books.
I think that might have been it, actually, yeah.
That was like a really good episode because that was the only episode that Bob who won season 8, ended up in the bottom 2.
Oh, yeah.
And he had to lip sync for his life against Derek Barry, who was that season's lip sync assassin, because Derek Barry is a professional Britney Spears impersonator.
Lip assassin, for those who are uninitiated.
We call it that.
I want them to.
Okay.
For those who aren't in the know, they're called lip assassins.
But Kimchi won that challenge with a beautiful, beautiful dress that she made.
Yeah, that was rad.
Yeah, Naomi's was really good, and Chi-Chi DeVane's was good too.
I feel like season 8 was the season that I've watched.
Yeah, that's one you've watched most of. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I'm more of a fan of like the concept and the idea and the empowerment.
Yeah.
Of the show and like the ideas and stuff like that. But like I've also never really been that much into like reality TV.
That's fair. So. Yeah, I don't know. I find like
I watch highlight reels and whenever they get Vice shows.
We'll get to all that in a second.
Yeah.
So there are a few challenges that happen every season. The most popular is probably a snatch game, where it's usually like 7, the top 7. That's around the time that they do it. Have to impersonate a celebrity in like a match game type scenario where they have to. Anyways, it's always funny. And they either do it so well that it's super memorable and like you end up thinking of that impersonation when you think of the person.
Yeah.
Or they crash and burn so hard.
Super cringy.
That you're just like, I have to leave the room.
Yeah. It's like watching those cringe compilations and you hit hour 4 and you're like, oh, I need to stop, but I can't.
Yeah. So that's when they always do. They always do some sort of musical number. Where they like lip sync all together.
Yeah.
They always do some sort of like acting challenge.
Yeah.
And then they always do some sort of makeover, which personally I like the makeover challenges.
And these are all different episodes, not all in one episode.
Yeah, no, like, yeah.
It's a really busy day.
That one day, the rest of it's crap. No, that's throughout the season. Those are some of the maxi challenges that they always do.
Yeah.
And then there's some variations and stuff.
Yeah, they pad them out. Maxi pad.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, it's funny, Tony. Period jokes from my husband.
That's why that's semi-premium.
Okay.
Semi-content.
So, I guess really quick, should I run through all the winners?
Yeah, go nuts.
So season 1, BB won.
Yeah.
Zahara Bonet. Season 2, Tyra Sanchez. Season 3, Raja. Season 4 was Sharon Needles. Season 5 was Jinx Monsoon. Season 6 was Bianca Del Rio. Season 7 was Violet Chachki. Season 8 was Bob the Drag Queen. Season 9 was Sasha Velour. Season 10 was Aquaria. All Stars 1 was Chad Michaels. All Stars 2 was Alaska Thunderfuck 5000. And All Stars 3 was Trixie Mattel.
Woo!
Trixie is Tony's favorite.
Yeah, maybe she's best girl.
So, okay.
All right.
Let's get down to business.
First things first. When I first heard about RuPaul's Drag Race, I legitimately thought it was either going to be drag queens racing, like drag race cars.
I would watch that.
Or it would have been like an amazing race situation where it'd be teams of drag queens having to like scavenger hunt.
You know that Trixie and Kimchi's always said that they would do the Amazing Race?
That would be
in drag.
Actually amazing.
Right?
I'd watch that season.
I'd watch it too. Unless they got eliminated first.
Yeah, then fuck that season.
Then fuck it.
Fuck that season.
Fuck it so hard. Okay, so it is a reality show.
Yeah.
It does play out like a reality show.
Yeah. Hour-long episodes. Buckle up.
They're hour-long. Actually, they turn them into hour and a half.
What?
Yeah, this last season was hour and a half.
How would you... Is that the norm now?
No, it used to be hour long, but like there's Drag Race is so popular.
Okay, yeah, it is. And I actually didn't realize the popularity and the impact of how much of that has kind of in the culture, like the LGBTQ.
Well, and beyond.
Yeah, and also true, yeah.
Okay, so I kind of want to talk about the structure of the show a bit.
Okay.
Then I'm going to talk about the impact. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
And
structure me up, daddy.
then I want to talk about RuPaul.
Yeah.
A bit.
Okay.
So I'm giving you a heads up on where I'm headed.
I'm gonna tag along for this hour and a half ride.
Yeah, you will. We're 10 minutes in.
Nice.
So
I've yet to
80 to go.
I've yet to say blue waffle instead of blue apron.
Thank you for that.
Oh shit. My sponsor's Blue Waffle. You should get it checked out.
Don't Google that.
You should Google.
Do not Google.
You should Google
Do
it.
not. Okay. So the structure of the show. It if you binge watch it, which is how I watch all of my shows, you'll notice that they hit similar beats. They generally, if you see a queen being like, this is my challenge, I got this challenge, this is where I'm gonna shine, I'm gonna show RuPaul who I am and what I'm here to do, they'll get sent home that week.
Yeah, that's when they fuck up.
Almost guaranteed.
Yeah.
And anytime RuPaul goes to them in the workroom and is like, hey, you've been in the bottom the last 3 weeks, what are you gonna do? And they say, well, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna do my best and I'm gonna really believe in myself. I guarantee RuPaul will say, well, that hasn't worked yet. Yeah, so it's like when you watch a lot of it, there's some obvious manipulation. There's obviously like season 6, I think, is my favorite season. It's the season that Bianca Del Rio won.
She's got 2 movies now.
She got 2 movies, she got a book, she had a worldwide tour.
What?
Sold out like a couple times. She's doing well. However, in her, I still think she's the most talented queen and she deserved to win.
Yeah.
But most of those challenges were sewing challenges.
Okay.
And Bianca Del Rio is a costumer for Broadway, or was before she became a drag queen.
Oh, okay.
So there was very much, like, I'm not saying it was set up for her to win, but it was very sewing challenge heavy compared to other seasons.
Right.
So I do think they have favorites going into the show.
Okay.
And that they kind of set things up a bit.
Yeah, isn't the like Devon looking chick as well also kind of like...
Oh, Violet Chachki?
No, she's one of the judge people who's very like, you can tell when she's got favorites and when she...
Oh, Michelle Visage?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say she's Dita Von Teese looking.
Oh,
she's like the Jersey version of Dita Von Teese.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
She kind of has the same aesthetic, like long black hair, pale.
Yeah.
Probably has on fleek eyeliner. Maybe there's a Monroe.
I like Michelle Visage, but I don't think she's a very good judge because she does have a very rigid sense of what drag should be versus what drag shouldn't be. So for drag queens that are out of the box, every week she's like, I really would like it if you'd show me a glamour look. Yeah, but can you do this but more glamorous? Can you do this with different color hair? So like...
Can you shave your beard?
So, for example, Max in season 7, her trademark is having like silver gray hair.
Yeah.
The week that she changed it because Michelle Visage kept pushing her to change it, it's the week she got eliminated.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, that makes sense.
Dusty Ray Bottoms in season 10.
Great name.
Right? Her signature is doing like a bunch of weird dots on her face.
Okay.
Michelle Visage was like, I don't want to see dots on your face. She stopped doing it. She got eliminated.
Okay.
So it's weird because all the judges are like, you just need to show us who you are. You need to stay true to yourself.
But not too much.
But not too much. Like, and Bendela Creme in season 6, they kept going, well, you're showing us a character. You're not showing us who Bendela actually is.
They're all characters. The drag queens. That's
right?
what the point is.
Yeah. So...
okay, if I were on this show, whatever that person, lovely lady, were to suggest, I would just do the fucking opposite, like to the maximum. Be a visual fucking bird flip to her, specifically.
Well, that's kind of what Milk did in season 6, and then Milk got just... Oh my god.
Okay, maybe don't go too far. Be subtle with your flip offery.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like a hard line to walk.
Yeah.
Because Aquaria in season 10 was very much... She's talented at things as well, but she's very much a look queen in that she has impeccable looks. I don't mean that in like she doesn't have any other talents.
Okay.
I just mean she's got very impeccable look, great fashion. So they loved everything she did, right?
Okay.
But
she won, right?
Yeah, but she looks like a woman too.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You know, and it's kind of like female impersonation and drag aren't necessarily the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Cross-dressing and drag isn't necessarily the same thing. Mm-hmm. And being trans and drag is not the same thing.
Yeah, no.
So drag is supposed to be like performance-oriented, right?
Yeah.
Which is why I really like the show Dragula.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like... it's a more of a horror-based drag competition than a drag reality show. That's how I would like separate them.
That makes more sense too.
And they're also just open to different kinds of drag, and they're open to different kinds of drag performers. For example, on season 2 of Dragula, they had a drag performer or a drag queen who was a straight white guy.
Yeah, you were saying that.
Disasterina.
Ooh.
Who has this like amazing accent. It is always like, hello, it's me, Disasterina.
Nice.
Yeah. I'll try not to impersonate drag queens too much.
That's okay. That's cool.
So like in season 1, the general consensus, because the top 2 was BB and Nina.
Yeah.
I think. Nina is a bald queen.
Okay.
And a little bit edgy.
All right.
So when this first came on the scene 10 years ago, BB won because BB's drag kind of closer to what RuPaul does.
Right.
And that's why people think she won, even though she didn't win as many as many maxi challenges and stuff.
Right. Just kind of fit the bill of what Ru wanted because his name was on the paychecks.
Yeah. Okay. Season 2, Tyra won. Tyra looks like a woman. Okay. I don't know how else to say it.
She's literally Tyra Banks. Tyra Banks.
A little bit.
Season 2.
Season 3, when Raja won, Raja's good friends with RuPaul and also good friends with Tyra Banks and was on America's Next Top Model as a makeup artist.
Something smells fishy and it's not just that sponsor that I mentioned earlier.
Raja won a lot of challenges, but not as much as Manila.
Okay.
But Raja won, and Manila is very campy, and Raja's very like runway. So they obviously, what I'm saying is that they have preferences.
Yeah.
And it's not, although in season 4, Sharon Needles won, and Sharon Needles is edgy compared to the rest of the drag.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's a little bit her name.
Yeah.
Listen to her name.
She's a goth queen.
What?
Yeah. But, yeah, they do have...
Goth queen into the heroine.
Yeah.
Don't do drugs, kids.
It's not necessarily who's winning the most challenges that wins. Who wins?
Yeah.
It's who they like the best.
Yeah, whoever wins the affection of the judges, and there's no like, it's no like American Idol type thing where they're like, ooh, text Raj to 31111.
Yeah, there's no clear exactly how they're making the decision.
Okay. Yeah, I guess.
Like Sasha Velour won in season 9, and she didn't win any maxi challenges on her own.
Oh, weird.
She won 2 group ones, but she was never in the bottom. But she was one of my favorite queens because she did really weird looks that I guess were still kind of runway-ish.
Okay.
I don't know. I just like her.
Well, that's cool too. That's probably why she won. I just think she's neat.
But I just like her, and she won. But like, going by track record, Shea Coulee probably should have won.
Is that just secretly Dave Coulier?
It is. No.
Oh.
Anyways, getting off track.
Just a Dave Coulier drag queen. That would be.
I don't know who that is.
It was Uncle Joey from Uncle Jesse? No, Uncle Joey. The weird uncle from Full House.
Oh, the one that banged Alanis Morissette.
Yeah, the Alanis Morissette one.
Oh.
That's Dave Coulier.
Ew.
Yeah.
Oh, no, definitely not him. Shea Coulee's black.
Oh. Well, still go down on Alanis Morissette in the theater.
Who wouldn't?
Right? She seems nice.
I didn't Alanis. Anyways.
I think it was the other way around, but I'm just saying. Switch things up. It's 1918. It's 2018. Go down on your girl in the theater. Put the effort in.
You're fired from this podcast.
I'm taking over this podcast.
No, Dan's gonna be so mad.
I'm sorry, Dan.
Okay.
That's my I'm sorry, Dan counter number 15.
Okay. Anyways.
Okay, Shea Coulier, not related to Dave Coulier.
Shea Coulee.
That's what I said.
Well, because in season 9 they switched the format and the top 4 ended up lip syncing for the crown, and Sasha Velour won that lip sync like easily because it was amazing.
Yeah.
But she didn't. A lot of fans didn't think she deserved it because she didn't have the most maxi challenge wins.
Okay.
It's just hard to tell.
Yeah, it seems like there's no clear point system like you were saying. It's like, okay, well, statistically, because we won this, she gets 3,000 points, and then...
Yeah, point-wise, no.
Yeah, it's very, like, free-balling.
Yeah.
Oh, was that the right phrase to use for that?
No, because they're all tucked.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so all that being said...
So it's a popularity contest between...
Yes, and it is RuPaul's Best Friend Week.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Okay, so all that being said, it does create an amazing platform for all these queens to get out there, right? Especially around season 4, because that's when it started to get kind of popular. Mm-hmm. Queens from like season 3 onward end up having really amazing careers. Like I said with Bianca Del Rio, she won, but she's made 2 movies, mm-hmm. Hurricane Bianca and Hurricane Bianca 2. She wrote a book.
Revenge.
No, it's called To Russia with Hate.
Oh, okay.
She wrote a book called Blame It on Bianca Del Rio. Okay. Like I said, she's done her Not Today Satan tour, and a couple others. Mm-hmm. Trixie Mattel, who won season 3 All Stars. Mm-hmm. Before that, her and Katya had a YouTube show called where they talk about whatever they want because it's their show and not yours, which got picked up by Vice and is now called the Trixie and Katya Show. Yeah. She also released 2 albums, mm-hmm. 2 Birds. The other one's called One Stone.
Aw, I like her. They're like country folk songs. Yeah. That
would never do well, but because she was on Drag Race, have done extremely well. I think they made it to #1 spot on iTunes.
Probably. I guess a Pink season can make it to #1 on iTunes. Like.
What did?
It was like a very meme culture type album. Mm-hmm. So it's like if you're kind of like in any type of like mimetic or I guess it's not even, is it even counterculture now? Like Drag Race and stuff like that?
I don't know if you know what to call it.
If you are
queer culture?
If you have fans, no matter what you put out, they will support it.
Yeah, if you have more than 1 million followers on Instagram, you're probably okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Can this podcast get 50 likes? 50 downloads?
If this podcast gets 50 downloads,
Devon will sing Despacito.
I will sing Despacito. Yeah, I will.
Do it. Awesome.
It'll be an hour-long recording of me singing Despacito.
Dan, check the feed burner, if you could. Just check the feed burner and make sure.
Dan, learn how to play Despacito on your bass.
Yeah. I will make sure that I'm nowhere near any of this. I'm just here to set things up and then leave.
Perfect. Anyways, and a bunch of them have done well.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Like Courtney Act placed she had some fame already.
Wasn't she in another reality show? It was like
She's
Big Brother
been in
or something?
several.
What?
But before she did Drag Race, she was on Australian Idol.
Oh, cool.
And placed, I think, in the top 4.
Okay.
And did it in drag.
Oh, that's rad.
Yeah, and then she was on Celebrity Big Brother UK and won.
Oh, she actually won as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then now she's got a show coming out on October 17th, which is, I can't remember what it's called, but it's a dating show specifically for bisexuals.
Oh, that's super cute.
Yeah.
Okay, neat.
And then Alyssa...
Also on Vice.
Everything's on Vice.
Well, wouldn't it also be on TV?
Yeah, maybe. I'll check.
Sorry, I'm like dabbling in... I'm skimming along the water like one of those insects.
Alyssa Edwards is getting her own Netflix show.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, which is awesome. Yeah, so like a bunch of them have done well.
That's rad.
Oh, and season 9, first one out, James Mansfield.
Is now a news anchor.
Yes, it's become a mortician. No, she had a YouTube channel where she did these like the history of drag, because she's really interested in the history of drag and stuff.
Okay.
And then she also highlights different women who have like inspired the queer community, like Julie Andrews and that kind of thing, right?
Oh, that's awesome.
And so her YouTube channel's gotten really big, and she got to do like a one-woman show in Provincetown with her puppets.
Oh, she's a puppet one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think I'm thinking of a different puppet person.
Blonde. Kind of, she's like very like, well, Jane Mansfield, but... Okay. Or Marilyn Monroe, and then sometimes she has like a Muppet extension of her dress.
Oh, cool.
Like, yeah.
She's not the one that has sex with a Muppet, right?
No.
Or am I thinking of the ventriloquist porn?
You're thinking of the ventriloquist
porn. Oh, my bad.
Why does that come up on every podcast I do?
Does it actually?
Well, yeah, every podcast that I've been on, I've talked about Veronica Chaos.
That's her name, Veronica Chaos.
Anyway.
Not a sponsor, just a fact.
This episode is sponsored by Veronica Chaos.
I wish. Give me some of your dirty Muppet money.
Oh boy. Anyways.
Yeah, okay, cool. I also didn't know that she did Muppets, not in the Veronica Chaos way, but in the performing Kermit.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So all that being said.
Yeah.
Oh, and a bunch of them have gone on to do like either major runway modeling, like Violet Chachki and Detox.
Ooh.
Or have been in like ad campaigns for like Marc Jacobs.
Oh, double ooh.
Like Milk's done that. I think out of drag though.
Maybe.
But for most of them.
Well, Milk also has like a really.
Oh, Milk's an attractive man.
Beefy physique too, yeah. Like.
There's a couple that are like of the drag queens that are so hot.
Fucking Adonis.
Yeah, like Milk, Cameron Michaels from season 10.
Yeah.
Dusty Ray Bottoms from season 10. Fucking hot gay men.
There you go.
Yeah. So all that being said, where it's an enjoyable show.
Yeah.
And it's a good platform for queens.
Yeah.
It can be a little bit problematic.
What?
especially lately.
Oh, no.
So RuPaul, I'm pretty sure...
Mm-hmm.
Okay, wait, before I say what I'm going to say.
Okay.
RuPaul's done a lot for the queer community.
Yeah.
And the LGBTQ.
And RuPaul the human, has been around for a long ass time.
Yeah, I believe RuPaul's was first, like, in the public eye because of the Love Shack video from B-52.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay.
And then released the CoverGirl song and album.
Okay.
Remember, like, CoverGirl.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. My first interaction with RuPaul wasn't one that happened in person because I've never met RuPaul. But
Great story, bro.
My mom used to have an Elton John duets cassette tape. And on that was, I don't even know if it's a cover, because Elton John sung the original song too. But it's that, like, Don't Go Breaking My Heart song.
With Kiki D?
Not with Kiki D, with RuPaul.
Oh.
Elton John and RuPaul singing Don't Go Breaking My Heart.
I wonder what year that was.
I don't know, but I was also pretty young. Like, single digits, maybe even, like, 10 young.
Yeah.
Cassettes were still a thing. That's how young I was.
It must have been around CoverGirl time.
Probably.
I know RuPaul's been in a lot of movies, probably most famously in Tu Won Fu.
Thanks for nothing. Oh, thanks for everything.
Yeah.
That was Tu Won Fu, Thanks for Nothing.
No.
Oh my god. I don't remember the names of things. And then I make up replacements.
But RuPaul was in that movie as a drag queen.
Oh, cool.
And her drag name in the movie was Rachel Tension. And she wore the most amazing Confederate flag glitter gown you've ever seen in your whole entire life.
Oh my god. That was okay back then. Wait, it really wasn't.
Fine now.
Okay.
Because he's making a comment on it.
There we go, yeah.
And they've been like in But I'm a Cheerleader, a bunch of other
Yeah,
stuff.
I remember But I'm a Cheerleader. That movie.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Really?
Yeah, it was one of the witches on the High Council.
Oh, that's rad. Okay, cool.
Yeah, a bunch of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And has done a lot for the community, has done a lot for visibility, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Now, though, RuPaul is kind of a crazy old man. And I hate to say it like that, but the more I hear him talk, the less I like him.
Yes, I'm sorry, celebrities just shouldn't be allowed to talk sometimes.
I think it's a common thing in the fandom and the community too.
Yeah.
Because RuPaul is pretty transphobic.
Yeah, you told me that. I thought I even saw a thing about that as well.
And it's not like he's. I'm not gonna say transphobic. Maybe I should say trans exclusionary.
Okay, trans exclusionary.
Because RuPaul doesn't think that trans women, women who are transitioning to be women.
Okay, yeah.
Is that a good way to put it?
M to F.
Yeah. He doesn't think that they should be on Drag Race.
Okay.
And
that wasn't an okay of agreement either, by the way.
And there have been some trans women on the show. So most famously is Carmen Carrera from season 3 and Gia Gunn from season 6. And I'm sure there's others that I can't remember.
Jinx Monsoon's non-binary.
Yeah. But basically, and I think Bendela Cram's partner is trans. He's a trans man. But basically, RuPaul made a statement saying that drag is supposed to be a fuck you to gender and that it should be for gay men only.
Well, that also kind of
I know.
contradicts saying it's a fuck you to gender, but cis men only please dressing up it. That seems like 5 different ways of like, what? No?
Yeah, and the fact that they won't let drag kings on the show is kind of weird.
Yeah, that's also pretty bizarre. So
there's like... Yeah.
So they put as much performance in as well.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Like, we've seen a few of Devon's friends with a professional drag king.
Yeah.
So...
Adam Zappel, shout out. Yeah, so it's a bit weird. I guess you would have to structure the show differently, but they constantly change up the structure of the show anyways, especially with the All-Stars. They don't really carry the same format.
Yeah.
So I think that they could manage it. I don't think it's an unmanageable thing. Mm-hmm. There's also the first 3 or 4 seasons. Whenever there was a video message from RuPaul, they called it she-mail.
Ooh, yikes.
It was 10 years ago, though. You gotta keep that in mind.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
It's not good, but it was 10 years ago. And when Carmen Carrera confronted RuPaul about it, RuPaul was basically like, it's my show, I'm gonna say whatever I want.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, instead of being like, let's have a talk about it or whatever, right?
Yeah. Aggressively brushed it off.
Yeah, and RuPaul used to call everyone trannies on the show.
Ugh.
In an affectionate way, again, like 10 years ago.
Yeah, but still, it's like... Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a different... 10 years ago is different from like 30, 40 years ago when like Rocky Horror came out.
Yeah, but I also feel like 10 years ago, what's 2006? There just wasn't as much dialogue about what was appropriate and inappropriate and what was offensive and not offensive.
Yeah, that's true. There was still a lot of...
Yeah, I'm not trying to like justify it, but it was like a different time.
Yeah, exactly. Well, even like Ace Ventura, like that one had a very, very transphobic
it did.
fucking plot line.
Yeah.
And that movie came out like what, mid-90s?
Yeah, 95, I believe.
Yeah, so like, yeah, I guess 10 years later they're still making those jokes and it was like, oh yeah, okay, whatever.
Well, I don't think Ace Ventura could have gotten made in like 2005.
Probably not, no.
But definitely some, like, if it was the subplot, maybe. You know what I mean? Yeah. But not the yeah. Anyways, like I don't want to harp on it too much, but it's sometimes hard to like separate the enjoyment of the show from the from RuPaul, because it's called RuPaul's Drag Race.
Exactly, yeah.
It's called Asia O'Hara's Drag Race. Sorry.
Okay.
If you watch the show, Asia O'Hara in a mini challenge got slapped accidentally by RuPaul and she said, we're gonna sue and take the show.
Oh my god.
But it's a joke. That's a joke.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's the whole like separate the art from the artist type of thing. Can you do that? And like there's another level of disconnect from that too, where it's like, okay, there's RuPaul in drag as that character and RuPaul.
Yeah, RuPaul in drag I have no problem with, but RuPaul out of drag is a fucking idiot.
Yeah, just like...
He's like a completely different person.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do like that it's a platform for performers who wouldn't have gotten that opportunity. Mm-hmm. I like that it highlights that and stuff, but I don't know, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard to support a show when the host is
saying hateful shit in a community that he helped.
Yeah, in a community that he's supposed to be like a leader of. He's purposely excluding probably some of the most vulnerable people in that group.
Yeah, exactly.
That
sucks.
Yeah.
Go to Dragula instead.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. As an alternative,
we'll take you to Wasteland Weekend. That's so much cooler.
Dragula is really awesome. It's got a much lower budget, a much lower production value, much lower budget. The prize is only $10,000.
That's still a good
instead of $100.
That's like 10,000 American dollars, though. That's like 2 million Canadian.
Yeah, that's right. That's how the conversion works.
Pretty much.
It's run by the Boulet brothers.
Yep.
And it's horror based. I like it a little bit more structurally because their performance and runway are usually like there's no maxi challenge where they're like, okay, you have to act in this movie, and if you're not a good actor, fuck you.
Yeah, there's no like.
It's more based on your performance and your look.
Okay, that's cool.
So each week has a different theme. They did like in season 2, for example, they did like a ghost town theme. Ooh. They did like an 80s horror movie theme where the queens had to dress up like an 80s, like their representation of an 80s horror hero.
Oh, cool. Kind of like a Final Girl?
Yeah, like a Final Girl, yeah.
Oh, rad. Okay, that's pretty badass.
Yeah, they had like a rock star challenge.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's just, I don't know. It's more open. Mm-hmm. It's more based off their talent and their performance than a popularity contest.
Yeah.
They break everything down every week. They have guest judges that are like, I like this, and this, and I didn't like how you did this and this. So there's a clear winner.
Yeah.
And the best part is when they get eliminated, they get exterminated. So they actually do a little skit with their death in it, which is kind of amazing.
So I've only really seen the first season.
The second season got even better.
Yeah, and like you were saying, it was pretty awesome. But like,
and the bottom two kind of have to do like an endurance challenge.
Oh yeah, and it gets kind of fear factor.
It gets a little fear factor to see who's more into staying in there.
Yeah.
So like in one of them, they did like needles.
Oh, that was.
Another one, they had to stand in a bucket of ice, like it was ice cold water.
Oh, easy.
They were in it for like 45 minutes and none of them moved. So they just
do that in general.
No, it was like they couldn't feel their feet and stuff afterwards.
Yeah.
One of them, they got tattoos. Like the bottom two had to get tattoos.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So it's kind of cool that way. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Actually, one of the things I kind of want to say too is like, yeah, not to be like, oh, the bar for entry is so low in Dragula, but it's like, it feels like there's a lot more different styles and types, especially the first season.
Yeah, well, second season too, actually, of Dragula, yeah.
Yeah, there's like a lot of bigger dudes, a lot more alternative looking people as well.
Oh, for sure.
Whereas like RuPaul's is very much kind of like, okay.
RuPaul likes drag queens that look like women.
Yeah.
Period. That's it. That's none of the winners were like... Honestly, none of the winners have been like a fuck you to gender.
Yeah. The
way he thinks they have been.
Exactly. Yeah, Dragula's more along that.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
The fact that a good chunk of them still keep their beards while performing is like...
Yeah, it's awesome.
And as someone who lives in Vancouver, that's a very Vancouver drag thing too.
Oh yeah.
A lot of our queens have beards still, and they'll do the glitter beards, they'll rhinestone them. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
And then they still do like amazing makeup and wigs, and they still do the outfits and stuff.
Super well done.
Yeah. No, I really like Dragula because it shows a different side of drag.
Yeah, it shows like almost kind of gets hidden away over the like glitz and glamour of Drag Race.
Drag Race is very like pageant drag.
Oh my god, yeah, that's it.
That's why they have so many pageant queens.
Yeah.
But they want them to be very well rounded so that they also are comedy queens and they're also can act and they can lip sync.
Be for real, Katya and Trixie are the only real comedy queen.
What about Bianca Del Rio?
That's okay.
I do love Katya.
Yeah, the two of them together are just so great.
They're so funny together.
Yeah, the two of them together make one like comedian of the year human.
Yeah,
pretty great.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess till they... I don't know. Dude, what are your thoughts on Drag Race, Tony?
I've got no strong opinion one way or the other. My wife makes me watch it.
Oh yeah? Your 2 Trixie shirts in your closet says otherwise.
Yep, and my tearful masturbation saying no. What's up, Dan?
Oh no, we're gonna either alienate our audience or get new audience.
Yeah, you're welcome. Listen to my podcast.
If you want more Tony talking about when he masturbates to, listen to Good Morning Toy World.
I don't even think that's a joke. Anyway.
Oh, you know what? Bringing it back to toys.
Yeah, yeah. We did kind of talk. Let's talk about that really quick as well because
there's some pop vinyls.
There are, but like...
You want more toys?
Well, it's also super weird that we haven't seen like a doll line.
That is weird.
Like,
you know what's really weird? We didn't get the Trixie and Katya didn't capitalize on their 90s toy episode. They did where they were playing with the Sky Dancers.
Yeah.
We need a Trixie Sky Dancer.
That'd be amazing. I'd fucking buy it. It doesn't take a lot for me to get super hyped and then buy a toy, though.
No, it doesn't. It's like, Tony, this toy exists, and that's pretty much it.
Oh my god, does it? I need it. But yeah, it's also kind of like... Okay, yeah, so to cap off the whole, like, what are my thoughts on Drag Race? I don't really watch it, like, as religiously as Devon, but I do think, like said, there are some very good positive aspects to it, as well as some negative ones, and I do believe it also does kind of enforce some negative stereotypes as well.
Yeah, for sure.
But again, I feel like, especially right now, in this moment, the positive does outweigh the negatives, and until that shifts, I feel like that should be brought up once that happens.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, yeah, as long as they keep...
I think what World of Wonder and Logo needs to do is have, like, an all-trans season.
Yeah.
Because there's almost enough drag or trans or gender
neutral, non-binary.
Yeah, non-binary queens that they could do it.
That'd be really cool. Actually, I would fully be down with that.
You know what else I want? I want a season of the first ones out. Like the first ones to get kicked out each season.
Oh yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I want to see how far they've come and stuff.
Yeah, that'd be really neat actually.
I also want a season of just winners.
Isn't that All Stars? Oh no, not really.
No,
it's just the All Stars.
Yeah.
The ones that ended up getting like famous YouTube shows or
We're Alaska.
Or We're Alaska, yeah. But yeah, okay. So to bring it back to the toys. What would your ideal RuPaul Drag Race Start Your Engines toy line be?
Oh.
Because I would say, like, I would love to see, yeah, kind of more like your standard, like, Barbie doll, maybe like a Monster High type thing would be kind of fun.
That would be cool.
Yeah. They do make Funko Pops, but they seem to only do the
they just
All-Stars ones.
RuPaul, Alaska, and Trixie right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what I'd want. I don't know if I'd want one.
No? Well, you don't really... Well, okay, you have toys that you collect, but that's only because I feel like I force-fed you them.
I think I'd do statues if they were, like, bombshell-style statues.
Oh, that'd be really cool.
In, like, each of their most famous outfits kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of like a pseudo-cartoony style.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, because, I mean, okay, I know there's some people that do, like, statues that are, like, hyper-realistic and stuff.
Oh, no, I don't.
That'd be... I don't know if that would work.
No, if they were, like... Yeah, like a cartoony version of each one.
Oh, that'd be super rad.
In, like, one of their most famous outfits.
Yeah. Ooh, rock candy. Jump on. Again, it's more Funko shit. But, like, they're... I think you have a Wonder Woman, actually. They're, like...
Which one? Did they make the mini bombshell? Like, the half-sized bombshell?
Yeah, those ones.
those
are
cool.
rock candy.
Oh, is that by Funko?
Yeah, it's by Funko.
Oh.
But, like, I think that style would translate really well for that. And, I mean, it'd be kind of cool to have something else that isn't, like... Like, here's a Barbie doll for the girls and here's a G.I. Joe's for the boys. It's something that's like, cool, here's a drag queen for like... Anyway, I mean, like, they're doing programs in the States where there's drag queens reading to children in libraries and stuff. It's like, I feel like making the gender spectrum more acceptable and like widening it at a younger age is definitely like on the right track, right? So I mean, like, yeah, do some to it. And I mean,
what are you talking about? Why are you preaching the devil's word?
Oh God! Okay.
Ladies are ladies and men are men.
Stop it. I'm just saying
it's in the Bible, Tony. It's in the Bible that boys play with trucks and girls play with Barbies.
Yeah. Tonka 3:16. Thou shalt not touch thy neighbor's dump truck. I don't know. It'd just be kind of cool to see something like that.
Oh, totally.
And I mean, like, yeah,
I do little statues. That's what I think I'd buy.
Yeah, little statues would be cool. Like I said, I'd love to see kind of more like a doll type thing.
Do you know what one of my favorite looks is?
What's
what I would totally want a statue of?
What?
When Katya did the Death Becomes Her themed runway, and she wore like a gold sequined bodysuit with like an oversized nautical blazer and a sailor's hat, and then she had on her one of her legs she had a stuffed shark that looked like it was eating her up to her knee.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh my God, it was so good.
That's pretty sweet.
In that episode was actually really good because that also gave us Violet Chachki's like 22-inch corseted waist.
Oh, that's so slim.
It's so slim. She came out with an oxygen mask and everything to do the walk. That was her Death Becomes Her look because she like...
Holy fuck.
Yeah. She actually needed it.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yikes.
That was totally one of my favorites.
Favorite look? Pretty much anything by Kimchi.
Oh my God, right?
Favorite Trixie look? There's a couple actually. There's a couple cool ones that she does, especially on.
Yeah, but just in the show.
In the show, the like nerdy Spice one. That she did.
Where she wore the yellow dress. Yeah, that was really good.
I'd get a Japanese pillow.
You know what I really liked on her? Okay, you're gross.
I'm half joking.
On my All Stars 3, was when she did the Ready for Filth, and she wore the little red latex shorts with the white kind of Victorian ruffle shirt with the puff sleeves, and then she had the book stacked on her head.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, that one was one of my favorite looks that she ever did.
Oh my God. You did it. You yawn that down out.
Dan, edit.
Lap.
Meme review. Yeah, I guess we'll wrap it up then.
Oh shit! There's more that you wanted, right?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Where are your notes? Did we cover everything?
Yeah, I think so.
Did we get it all in?
Did we talk about what I like about the show?
Yeah.
The drag queens that I like? Yeah?
Yeah.
Why the show is problematic in RuPaul?
Yeah.
The structure?
Oh, yeah.
And Dragula.
Yeah, I think we got all the bases covered.
We covered everything I wanted to talk about. Well, thank you so much for listening and downloading this episode.
Yeah, thank you to our sponsors, Casper, the Friendly Ghost.
And Veronica Chaos.
And Casper Van Dien.
Okay, shut up so I can do my outro.
No.
Thank you very much for the download. If you liked this podcast, go rate and review us on iTunes. Yay! You can find us at tomeofuselessness.com. We're on Instagram at Tome of Uselessness. We're on Twitter as useless_tome, but I don't post very much.
Yeah, Twitter sucks.
Yes.
Sorry.
And thanks for listening. Next week, Daniel will be back, and we will talk about something that he cares about.
Yeah, you won't have to deal with me again. Sorry.
Bye.
Bye.